1 gram per pound. 1 gram per pound. 1 gram per pound.
I made that video on a whim, expecting almost nobody to see it. Turns out it was a lot hotter take than I thought. And now almost 700,000 people have seen it. Most, if not all of you following me have probably seen that video by now, where I say 1 gram per pound of body weight is how much protein you should eat in a day. And boy, I caught some heat from some of y'all. So let's dive into it in a little more detail. I also say things like, I could tell you there's a range of this and this, because there is a range, and there are lots of factors. My page is designed to do one thing and one thing only: take science-based approaches and do my very best to make it simple and actionable and easily implementable into your life. 1 gram per pound is an easy rule to follow that you can calculate like that. And it works for most people. However, is it absolutely necessary to hit your goals? No. Really, the literature shows us anywhere from 0.6 to 0.82 grams per pound is enough to trigger muscle protein synthesis and create new tissue and even maintain muscle mass in a caloric deficit. Also, if you have more than 50 pounds to lose, it probably does not make sense to multiply by goal weight. If you are 400 pounds but you need to be 180 pounds, you should not eat 400 grams of protein a day. Of course not. So multiply by your goal weight. 180 grams of protein if you want to be 180 pounds. So yes, the literature, the overwhelming body of evidence shows 0.6 to 0.82 grams per pound is plenty. Take your body weight, multiply by 0.8. I do also say that in the video, but no one seemed to notice or acknowledge it. However, there are some benefits to eating 1 gram per pound of body weight in protein. For those on the leaner side with not quite as much body fat to spare, it may be more lean mass sparing to keep that protein as high as you can comfortably. Maybe. Also, if you're in a prolonged diet phase, you're dieting for 6, 8, 12, 14 weeks, some people for 6 or 8 months going on a weight loss journey, there are going to be periods where your body fights back and you're really hungry. And protein is the most satiating, most filling macronutrient of the 3 macros: protein, carbs, and fats. So eating more protein could probably help you stay more full and make that diet phase a little more comfortable. For me personally, I've seen great results with my body eating 0.8 grams per pound, which is about 160 grams of protein for me. However, I find myself way more satiated and more full and more comfortable eating 1 gram per pound. So I do that. And there is no literature documenting any adverse effects from eating a little bit more protein. So, to recap, 0.6 to 0.8 grams is probably plenty to build lean mass and even retain lean mass. Err on the side of 0.8 if you're a leaner person and want to make sure you hang on to as much muscle as possible while in a calorie deficit, because in a calorie deficit, our body pulls from all energy sources: body fat, carbohydrate, and sometimes amino acids in the form of protein. So why not cover your bases and just do 1 gram per pound? Sue me!